Welcome back to Steve Robb Reviews. Today, it's the beginning of a project, and this is my post hole auger. And I've had this since 1986. I'm going to show you the project that I'll be doing. And yeah, the post that I put in 1986 is deteriorating. And I'm going to show you this project that I have where I'm going to build a new lift-off gate and put a new entrance going into my backyard, and I'll show you that being built. But yeah, this is the ideal auger I like. Now, the one thing I like about it is it's all cast. This is all cast iron, and you can see it's got an adjustment, so you can make it smaller and bigger. Now, I've left mine at 8 inches. Now, it does go below, but I've left it at 8 inches. And guys, take a look at the shape of this from 1986. The thing I like about it the best is you can just get your small little disc grinder and sharpen it up, because so many times you see people using different type of post hole augers, and you can see the edge I put on that there. Yeah, I just sharpen it up a bit. Now, I don't know the name of the manufacturer, but there's two styles sold like this. One is adjustable and one isn't. And another great feature of this one, it's used the normal pipe thread, so you can disconnect this from this cast collar and put extensions on if you want. So if you want to go deeper than, you know, depending on where you live in the world for the frost line, or like some people actually take these and they make a well. So they dig a well with one of these, just a small little small well, and you can keep on adding the extensions on a bit at a time. Now, I've never done that, maybe in the future, but I'm going to show you why I'm replacing my post. Well, there you go right there. You could see that this post is all starting to deteriorate. You know, from 1986. It's been a long time. But this is the backyard gate. I'm going to replace all that. And you can see here on the side where this is a lift-off fence part down this end and all the way to that end. And I just grab the handle, lift it off, so if you want to bring anything in here that's, you know, around 8 feet wide, you can. So I thought that's a good idea. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to dig this hole. And you take a look right there, you can see where I put the mark where the hole's going to go. And then I'll show you me using this auger and how good it actually works. Well, let's put it right on the spot here. Okay, now I'm only going to dig for a little bit here, and I'll just show you how easy it is, but I'm going to keep track of the time and let you know how long it takes to dig this hole. So let's go. So you just start pressing down like this. And remember, this earth hasn't been moved since 1986 for sure. And it just goes a little bit at a time here. Now, a lot of people would start off and just dig a shovel full in the beginning, but as you can see, this is how it's, she's digging in there pretty good. And I mean, I'll put the dirt here so I can shovel it later. There we go. Now you can see how she's really starting to dig pretty good here now. And it's just moving it back and forth. It's not that hard. Let's take a pile out. There we go. Now, I'm not moving the handles in the 360. I'm just moving them back and forth about 90 degrees at a time. Now, you tell me if this looks like it's difficult work, because I tell you what, I can do this no problem. I mean, you take your time, and if you hit a rock, well, of course, you got to get a little bit of a pry bar and pop the rock out, but hopefully we don't hit no rocks. Okay, so you can see we're down now almost to 8 inches. and that's probably a minute. So I'll bring you back when the hole's done. Well, here we go here. The hole's all done. Check that out, it's 36 inches deep. For my area, that's fine. And I will leave that hole exposed like that for a minimum of 3 to 4 days. Now it's solid clay where I am, so it's not going to like cave in or anything. And that's just to dry out the hole. And in the meantime, I'll put this over top of it to make sure that nobody steps in there. Got to get rid of my dirt. And there's the stones that I picked up. And how do you get them out of the hole? Well, just use your shop vac. The end of your shop vac will pick them all out, and that's as easy as that. And of course I need my pry bar just to move them a bit. And there's my digger, and I marked it right there, 36 inches. Now I'm going to take you in the garage and I'm going to explain something to you about this digger, a good tip to make it go fast so you're not wearing your arms out. And let's get to that next. Okay, so I thought I'd show you on the bottom of this post hole digger, you could see the jaws here. So every time you take a load of dirt out, you have to clean these out. If you get a little rock in here, or if it's packed up like clay like mine is, if you don't take it out of the jaws, you ain't gonna dig nowhere. It'll hardly dig at all, and you'll wonder what's going on. Yeah, if you just keep it clean, no problem at all. A half an hour, that was it for me. And I just thought I'd show you something else. So in the next video, I'm going to be showing me putting the post in the ground. And I'm going to be doing something very special to the post that I've been doing for the last 30 years. I really can't say I've seen anybody on YouTube do this, but I do it. And it prevents the post. You've seen the beginning of the video where it was all rotted out at the base. Well, they always rot right at the ground level. And I'm going to show you how to prevent that. But I want to show you something right here. If you take a good look, I hope you can see that. Can you see where the center of that block is? And the next dark spot is the center of the tree. So all these 4x4 posts, the ones that I've ever seen, they're all cut from the center of the tree. And then they're pressure treated. One like this is fine. But if you get that center where the center rings are and it's way off over here, don't buy that post. Because that post will cure all crooked. I've had so many problems over the years. I'm learning from my own experiences. When I go and, I'm looking at a piece of wood, I'm eyeing it up, make sure it's nice and straight and everything. And then the next thing I do is where is the growth rings? It's got to be pretty close to the center. If it's not in the center, I don't buy it. So thanks for joining me here today, and stay tuned for the next episode of this fence build and gate, and we'll see how it goes. I'll put a link down in the description below as the series progresses, and I hope you guys can get some tips from this, and I hope you, maybe if you're thinking about getting one of these diggers, yeah, I mean, I was born in the 50s. If I can dig this myself in a half an hour, I'm sure any of you can too, and you'll save yourself a lot of money by paying somebody else to do it. And that's the whole idea of YouTube, is learning some tips and tricks and saving yourself some money. So if you've never seen this channel before, well, you're welcome to subscribe. Come back again. Let's have some more fun. Cheers.